Welcome to Front-End Web Development subject. Till now, in Unit 3, we have learnt about event handling, form handling. How do you handle the user input? How do you submit the forms? How do you set the events and how do you bind them? Right? With this knowledge, let us try to do one of our lab experiment. That is, update the contact us page to the React.js component. An email should be sent each time contact us form is submitted. Here it is. I'm ready with this template where user will pass their name and email and the message. Once the user clicks on the send email, that email has to be sent to the consent email. As of now, let's look into the coding part of that. Here, you can see that I have a form label for the name, email, and label for the message, and also text area for the message. Whenever user type something in this input box, I'm handling through it an event handler on change. I'm setting that to the state variables where you can look at here. Set name, use state, name and the set name, email and set email, message and set email with an email and the message correspondingly. I hope this is very clear and we have done this ample of times. When user clicks on the submit button, let me see here. On submit, I'm writing an event handler here, send email. As of now, I'm dealing with just logging it, email sent successfully, and logging what are the name and email message that user has typed. After logging it, I'm clearing out of in the form. Let's look into that. Let me open console there. Let me clear it of this. Let me set something like test name, test email at gmail.com, some message at gmail.com, please. Message, test message. Clicking on send email, that has been logged out. You see that? Email sent successfully. Test name, test email at gmail.com, and test message. Now, instead of logging it here, I want you need to write a logic such that it sends a real email to a consent email. To do that, basically we use server-side scripting. Now, since we are dealing with only the front-end part, let's try to introduce you client-side library called email.js. To do that, let's go to the email.js.com. There are a couple of steps we need to follow. Let me write those steps one by one. Here, instead of logging this here, or else let me keep it as is. Step 1, sign up, or if you are already have account in it, sign in. Email.js.com, where here, please sign in here. I'm trying to sign in. I have an account in it. Please create your own. I'm logging in. Obtain your user ID is your second step. My user ID, I'm ready with it. You will be seeing this as your dashboard when you log in for the first time, right? So second step would be step 2, obtain your user ID. I'm ready with that. Step 3, create or add a service. Create or add a service. How do you do that? So logging in here, left top, email services, you need to create your own service, right? Let me do it for you. I have already created a service. You can add a new service. Let me create for one for now. I'm deleting my service. Add service. Please select whichever is comfortable with you. Let me go with an Gmail now. This is your service ID. Very important to make a note on it. Create account and please click on it. It asks to sign in. Continue. Continue. There. Connected to that email ID. Please check mark this part and click on create service. There, the service is being created for us. Now, step 4. Step 4. Create an email template. How do you want to send an email to the user? Right? Go back to here. The second one here, email template. Create one email template for you. Let me delete mine. I'm creating one fresh for you. This is how place. Now I'm keeping as is. I do not want to modify anything. Please feel free to explore. There are many things you can explore here, right? Let me try to go to the settings and click on save. No changes. One sec. Click on edit, code editor. I'm okay with this. Please keep on apply changes. Click on save. Yes, the template is been added successfully. Settings. This is our template ID, please. The last step, step 5. Now integrate this with your React app. Integrate with your React application. These are the 5 steps to be followed. Let me comment on this. Right? Now let's do that. Like in email.js.com, please go to the second tab here, docs. You'll find everything here all the way down. Firstly, since it is a third party library, I need to install it first. To do that, go to your terminal. Please install npm install email.js -com. How do I know this? Please go back to here. You will see here installation step. Right? npm install email.js/browser or email.js.com also should work for us. Right? So let me do that for you. After this, it's add up to our package.json. I'm ready with that. I'm closing this part now. Let me check whether that has been added or not. Package.json. You can see here email.js-.com. Right? Now, going back. Now, we are already with this. Only this part we are pending with this. Integrate with your React application. How do I integrate? Everything is in the documentation here. All the way down, you see, if you are doing with an just in simple methods, use this kind of an email.js.init or send form. Or if you are using a REST API format, you can go with this one. So I would like to take an example from the React all the way down. Here, I already have my form created. Just let me copy this part. I already have this part as well. Let me copy this part, please. Copy that and paste it in our send email handler. There. What is this email then? I need to import it, please. So just type one more time. It gets, oh, email.js. Let me try to import it. Import email.js from email.js-com. That should help us. Yeah, there are no errors now. Now, email.js.send form, or else instead of sending the form, let me send just send only. I need these things now: user service ID, your template ID, and public key. Since we already logged into the email.js.com, you'll get it here. So first part is service ID. Go to the email service, and here you can see your service ID. Copy that part, paste it in the user service ID. Template ID, going back, go to the templates. You'll see the templates in the settings one. Please copy your template ID and paste it in the template ID place. Form current, I'll talk that in a minute. Public key, please. Our public key is also mandatory. You'll be seeing that in the accounts. This is your public key. Paste it over here. Oh, it seems like there. Now, let me talk about this part. Now, like what are the details you would like to send here that has to be somewhere else, so that we can send that as a third parameter here. So to do that, let me create form instead of form.current. Let me create an object for us, const, some object, you can call anything, or form params, whatever you would like to send there, form params, right? Equals to, it's an object from name, this I'm trying to have with our template, mapping with the template, the name coming from our state. There, how the name has been set to the state name. Here we already set that to the state. Similarly with the email, with a message, I want all these three fields from email and message, the message which we have in the state. You can also send one of the important object, key to name, to whom you would like to send. We did not ask that in our form. Let us try to write a direct name here. I'm trying to write my name here, right? So pass this name, form params, over here. I wanted to keep it simple, please. So I'm ready with this now. Let's try to console.log success. Instead of logging there, what I'll do, let me write an alert. It's up to you what you would like to write. So let me write an alert. Email sent successfully. Right. So whatever it is coming from, it has to wait, right? So on wait, let me try to put that in. It's a promise place. Let me try to print that result. Right. That is all, please. What are the clearing fields after sending the email? Let me try to clear the fields here. Seems to be good. Result, We are catching the error. If it is an error, we'll try to log it out, or else let me have an alert as well. Instead of seeing the failed to send email, right? Let's look at it now. Hopefully this should work. Let's go back. Email.js.com -com has been not set it up properly, it seems. Going back, I believe this has to be in single quotes. Let me try it now. Yep, clear everything. Let me send one more time. This time I'm emailing with a name as an KMIT email. Some person, some abc at kmit.in. Message: hello Bilahari, how are you doing? Right? So send email. Email failed to send email. This is because public key is invalid. Let me try to get the public key one more time. Public key, copy this part, paste it here. Seems to be correct. It's an already the same part. I hope this should work. Or else I need not have this part as well. So let me remove this destructuring part. Keep this as is. There. Remove this part. There. This should work. Let me rerun. There. Clear everything. Send. I logged in. Email sent successfully. There, please. Right. So let me show you up. Did I receive that email or not? Here, going back to email, you can see that new message from KMIT. Hello Bilahari. You have got a new message. Hello Bilahari, how are you doing? This is how you'll try to send an email through a client-side coding using email.js, please. It's a client-side library. I hope this made sense. You'll be seeing this code in a description. Please copy it from there. See you in the next video.